the Women's Artistic Gymnastics European Championships.
France Telecom, official partner of the French national team.
Welcome to Paris for the final day's action from the Women's European Championships of Artistic Gymnastics, and as with all major competitions in this sport, we finish with the individual apparatus finals. Joining myself, Nick Fellows, in the commentary box, as always, our resident expert Monica Phelps, on loan from the Olga Kemp Welsh Gym in Poole in Dorset. It's fair to say that it's been all about the Russians in these competitions so far, so we go straight to the action in the women's vault. The first of two vaults to be taken in, Simona Amanoff of Romania.
And a super vault there from Simona. She really will be looking for a medal in these individual apparatus finals, and this is just the piece for her. She's powerful, she's fast, and she's determined.
Fair to say as well, Monica, this is the Olympic vault champion, so she'll be looking for a good, encouraging result in this, possibly the last major before most of the top athletes here head off to Sydney in Australia.
And that's a great start for her. One of two vaults. The scores are average. This is the Yurchenko vault, innovated by Soviet gymnast in 1983, which has really made vaulting so much more interesting in the past decade. But hers got a double twist in it, and it's a great vault.
Well, the oldest team member of the Romanian squad, at 21 years of age, took a silver medal in the World Championships of '99. Bitterly disappointed to lose out to Svetlana Korkina in the all-around competition. There's the score for the first vault, 9.687. Second vault has to be from a different group, or the gymnast forfeits a whole mark. Now, coached by Octavian Ballou, this is a very important vault now, the last attempt for Amanoff.
And that's Sukahara with the double twist. First vault had a start value of 9.9, and the second one a start value of 10. But it wasn't so well executed. She landed a little bit lower. Interestingly enough, not one single gymnast in these championships has produced two 10-tariff vaults. 9.9 and a 10 is the highest, and Simona is one of those. You see that jump forwards on landing, just slightly under-rotated, but powering off the top. The judges looking for height, length, just using the apparatus as a means of bouncing from it rather than landing on and falling off.
Determined to make amends for the 8th position in the all-around competition, she really did buckle under the pressure. And the second score we get in the commentary box gives her an average of 9.674 from the Olympic to the World Vault champion, Elena Zamolodchikova. Second in the recent Russian Championships, and also second to Svetlana Korkina in the all-around competition here earlier in the week.
And Elena, a really dynamic vaulter, but she really does have a problem in securing landings on all apparatus. Very tight Achilles tendons. Yeah, that was a good one for her. That was a really good one. Slightly slack knees on the twisting rotation. But she'll be well pleased with that. She's hoping to add the European title to her world crown. This is a 10-tariff vault. And there she goes, half on and double twisting 1.5 somersault. This is taking off from the round off, or the Arab Spring entry, straight from the board rather than using the floor onto the board.
Well, there's the confirmed result for Amanoff, setting the pace. Very much early days in this women's vault final. 9.67 for the average for the two now. Zamolodchikova will wait for her first score. She needs to be in a high 9.6 if she's to beat the Olympic champion. 9.6 dead. So Zamolodchikova needs something quite special if she's to topple Simona Amanoff. These are the two pre-event favourites, fair to say, and the two that will possibly battle it out for Olympic gold in 123 days.
Oh, and an even better landing. Very, very surprising for Zamolodchikova to land so well. Brilliant vaulter, but will she have done enough? Again, like Amanoff, a 10 and a 9.9 tariff. The first one a 10 tariff, and the second the 9.9. Same 2 vaults, but in reverse order. We'll just have to hope. Well, the Russian camp are happy, but will it be enough?
Well, let's wait and see. We're getting the scores through in the commentary box a little earlier than you'll get them on your screens. And we're just being told that it's not enough. It is a 9.668 to a 9.674. So Amanor has the advantage over Zamolodchikova. There it is, confirmed, 9.668. So the Olympic champion of 1996 has the advantage over the world champion of 99, with the new star, Menifeel, of the Russian camp next to perform. Elena Prodanova recently took the Russian title, but surprised to many, not selected to the Russian team for the all-around competition.
1.5 twist, good vault, slight jump on landing, but I'm quite surprised that she's not using her own special recipe, and that's her new vault. Added onto the code of points, the handspring 2.5 front somersault. Perhaps we might see it next. There's the round off, and 1.5 twisting, 1.5 somersaults. So only a 9.8 tariff from Prodanova. She's a 10th down on difficulty because she didn't make the double twist from the apparatus in the 1.5 somersaults. And having to jump forwards, or sideways rather, she's obviously had some lateral movement to cope with. So I can't see her touching the other 2 on that vault. Very wide legs. All of that is going to be penalised.
You're absolutely right, Monica. 9.525 first vault score. So again, like her compatriot Zamolodchikova, Prodanova has work to do on the second vault.
And again, a very insecure landing, which comes from the lack of rotation and accuracy from the top of the horse, which in turn comes from the takeoff. But in slow motion we'll see that that was the cartwheel entry, not the round-off entry. But otherwise exactly the same from the top of the horse, and again lateral movement to harness and a huge jump forwards. So I'm afraid at this stage it doesn't look as though Prodanova is going to get into the medals, because her vaulting was quite weak and untidy.
All on those landings, as we said many, many times before. And Prodanova 9.543, the average for the 2 vaults, going into 3rd position at this point in the competition. Simona Amanor has top spot, and the target score is 9.674. 4th in the all-around competition, and a bronze medalist in the junior category in the vault in the last European Championships. This is Esther Moya of Spain, 15-year-old from Barcelona, and it's fair to say, Monica, this youngster's had a superb European Championships.
Absolutely brilliant. She's come from the ranks of the juniors into the seniors, and she's made startling progress. We are going to see a lot of her. She, of course, is one of the youngest in the whole event, and the youngest in the individual apparatus finals. But the Cuervo from the top of the apparatus, which is a half turn before the 1.5 somersaults, round off entry, half on, and then a half off into the 1.5 back somersaults.
Well, let's wait and see what the judges made of that, as Esther Moya goes from strength to strength. 9.687. Now that puts her in 1st position with her 2nd vault to go. That's exactly the score that she needed. It's identical to Simona Amanor's 1st vault, and if she can produce something like that, the same or even a little better, then Spain will be in the hot seat for a gold in the vault.
So she's already produced a 10 tariff. Now what's she going to do? Oh, a 9.9 and a big lunge forwards. What a shame. But that's an amazing repertoire for a 15-year-old. Absolutely amazing. Very unlucky on the 2nd vault, just mildly under-rotated and really panicking and taking too much of a step forwards. That's due to lack of experience. Massive speed. There the handspring, the half turn and the 1.5 somersaults. backwards after the half turn. Notice how they strike the front of the apparatus, looking for maximum propulsion from the top.
Well, the Spaniard goes from strength to strength. Not quite as effective on the second vault as the first. Let's see how the judges score that. Still a lot of time to go. 9.574, but Esther Moya, at just 15 years of age, goes into the bronze medal position. We'll take a quick break from this women's vault final, but we'll be back with one of the top Ukrainians, Victoria Karpenko, coming up after the messages. Don't go away.
Salut.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Performance from David Coulthard up front. He's driving a perfect race and he enjoys a massive lead. Coulthard, he's vanished! Coulthard has disappeared, leading the Grand Prix by a very comfortable margin.
Bonjour. Bonjour.
A quick shave, please.
Yes. Why did you leave the race?
I didn't. I'm in the middle of it.
Bien.
David, it's time to come back.
Siemens Information and Communication Solutions put you in the lead. Siemens Convergence Advantage, creating a universe of one.
What better way of seeing a beautiful country like Italy than on a bike? Mind you, 3,700 kilometers in 3 weeks is pushing it a bit. Still, if you fancy it, just find the guy in the pink jersey, sit on his tail. Va bene. The Giro, the Tour of Italy, every day at 15:30 CET, live on Eurosport. With the Hellenic Tourism Organization. Back to the Women's Artistic Gymnastics European Championships.
France Telecom, official partner of the French national team.
Perhaps the last competitor who can change the medal positions, with Amanor on track for gold ahead of the world champion Zamolodchikova, with Moya of Spain in third position, is the Ukraine's Victoria Karpenko, European junior champion in '96 and a runner-up in the World Championships in '99. Often noted for having techniques similar to Olympic medalist Lilia Podkopayeva, a last great from the Ukraine, and a third in the all-around competition, has set herself up as one of the medal favourites as we find ourselves just 123 days away, Monica, from those Sydney Olympic Games.
And here she goes. She must have been phased by Moya's vault. Oh, I think she was. Handspring, 1.5 somersaults straight with half twist, and very under-rotated. Really not a good interpretation of the vault. Not a good representation of Karpenko's vaulting. She's a powerful girl, very, very steady vaulter under normal circumstances.
Quite a lot of pressure as well, possibly, Monica. If we look at our Olympic records, the Ukraine has taken the all-around gold for the past 2 games in both Atlanta and in Barcelona. And possibly Karpenko starting to feel the pressure of a very strong Russian and Romanian squad.
Most definitely. She is so badly under-rotated. I've seen her produce the 1.5 straight, but I suspect that the high demands of producing 2 different vaults from 2 different groups, Karpenko is struggling with. That was 9.9 Tariff. It'll be interesting to see what she has to produce for her second vault. 9.512 to score from 9.9. Not a very good showing for Victoria Karpenko. Now, second vault, can she do any better? What's she going to produce? Oh, a Phelps. Straight, and she's taken a dip in Tariff down to 9.8. So I think she'll be struggling to push Moya out of the bronze medal position.
Quite a surprise to see Karpenko out of the chase. She's already taken 1 bronze, as we said earlier, in the all-around when all of the apparatus scores are added together. This is the individual apparatus where each piece is contested on its own. And quite a surprise to see Victoria Karpenko out of the chase. It's very unlikely that she'll tumble Moya. She certainly, Monika Fedosey, will not be challenging the silver and gold medal positions.
No, she can't. Not on the first vault and not on the difficulty of what she's produced. She's only produced a 9.9 and a 9.8, and you know how the scores are decided in thousandths of a point, and she's given away 1 whole tenth on difficulty. Not to mention what she gave away, at least 4 tenths on the landing of the first vault. Hefty knee bend, a little bit of split of the legs, but a much better production of the second than the first vault. But still massive speed, very, very powerful. But I would suspect she's struggling to produce the 2 vaults, which really does test the virtuosity of the gymnast to its maximum.
Well, there he is, 5th position, 9.512, and quite a surprise to see Victoria Karpenko unable to challenge Simona Amanor and Elena Zamolodchikova, which means that Simona Amanor will be confirmed as the European vault champion for the year 2000, and a good preparation for the Sydney Games as Amanor goes on to defend her Olympic title that she picked up in Atlanta in 1996. Zamolodchikova taking the silver medal there, confirmed of 9.668. And Esther Moya, well, Spanish gymnastics goes from strength to strength.
Well, it's nice to see her come from the junior ranks, where she got a bronze medal in 98 in St. Petersburg, right into the senior seat and take the bronze again.
Also confirms that 4th in the all-around competition was